Welcome to Yoga for the Hellscape. I'm Sarah, and this is a quick tutorial on how to set up for a Yoga Nidra class. Our next class in this series, class 3, which is going to just follow this in the playlist if you're following along. That class is a Yoga Nidra class. It is entitled, I Have Enough and I Am Enough. And so those are the energies we'll be working with in that class. But I wanted to create this video sitting outside of that so that you would have a chance to get prepared for the most optimal Yoga Nidra experience possible. So that's what we're going to do here in this quick video right now. Yoga Nidra means deep yogic sleep, and that involves kind of a psychic dreaming state that we'll achieve through dialogue and through you just being open and receptive and breathing along with that dialogue and just enjoying. It's a very receptive form of yoga. You participate by getting into a supported shavasana, which is, as we've talked about in our other classes, corpse pose. We often use shavasana at the end of an asana practice in order to kind of just let everything settle and be retained in the body. But now we're going to use it throughout an entire class in order to achieve another aspect or another limb of yoga. And so this is kind of a treat if you've never experienced Yoga Nidra before. So I want to show you how to set up for success in Yoga Nidra because you're probably practicing at home or in your own comfortable space. You don't have to set up on a floor. If you ever take a Yoga Nidra class, like at a facility, a gym or studio or something like that, you probably will be setting up on the floor. So I want to show you that just in case you're experiencing that. But also, in case you prefer that, some people really like all their yoga practice to be in a designated space, and so often that is a floor, and so this will give you options. But as I'm walking you through this, keep in mind, I might prefer to set up, in my living room by my fireplace in a chair that doesn't have to lay all the way flat, but that I can be kind of reclined in. That might be more comfortable for my body for this practice. Or I might want to be ready for bed in my pajamas in my bed doing this practice since it is deeply relaxing for most people, and I can just drift off to sleep at the end of it. So kind of keep those things in mind as you prepare for it. And remember too, because these are videos, you can repeat that class 3 as many times as you like and as many different settings as you like, and so you can kind of experiment with what goes best for you. And so that's just something to keep in mind. Another thing to kind of prepare for as you're thinking about setting up for the most optimal experience is to have a setting where you're not going to have interruptions. So being able to put your phone in a silent or airplane type mode would be ideal. Having your space kind of cordoned off so that pets don't come in and check on you and things like that would really interrupt your experience. Try to make it as designated for you as you can for the time that it lasts. And so the way that we'll set up is, as I mentioned, in Shavasana, and the way that is often kind of talked about by other teachers and is really optimal is to prop your entire body up so that everything is being held by something else, okay? So that there's not a situation of, okay, I'm using a bolster under my knees, but there's nothing holding this. And so somehow, somewhere, something in my body is having to hold it because it's not being held by something underneath it. So the ideal is to have something underneath every part of you. So have lots of pillows available and kind of play with how you want to set those up so that everything is held by something else, okay? And then I like to use like a large pillow for my shoulders and head. And also I like to wear a hoodie in general, just this is me, but I like to be able to kind of cover my ears and, kind of cut off some other sensory aspects in order that I really go inside. And so We'll set this up and see how this feels. Good. That feels good. If I'm also really preparing this space, what else I noticed was that light is on and it's in my eyes, so I'm going to turn that off as I'm watching the video. I may want to, because it's all auditory, you don't need to see me instructing the video. I will be there if you need to ground or, you know, catch up or anything like that, but you don't need to see me, so you could even cover your screen if that's making too much light in your space. Additionally, you could use like a eye cover. This is an eye pillow that has like kind of a lavender quality to it. You can use that, or just a washcloth, just something to cover your eyes if you want to, you know, take out some other sensory aspects of it. So that is your Yoga Nidra, and so for most of the class, you will be in that Shavasana and in a receptive kind of frame of mind. So that's excellent. Some other tips to have a great experience with your Yoga Nidra practice is, are the following. Make sure that you're hydrated in the days before the class happens. It's a very healing modality, and you know, emotions can arise, memories, things that you're processing through, and that's great. And so if you're hydrated along that path, it can just move more optimally for you. Making sure that you're testing your props like we just did here, and making sure that other people who may live with you or, you know, be a neighbor, things like that, if they are part of your day, make sure they know that you're practicing so that you don't get interrupted in the experience. I think that's really nice to be able to do for yourself. And as the class is going on, just listen to your body. If something feels uncomfortable physically or emotionally, or it's not your type of practice, like it seems a little kind of far-fetched for you to get engaged with, go ahead and stop. Like, leave it, get up. Don't force yourself to do anything that doesn't feel right for you. Always listen to your body in any type of yoga and in any part of life, really. So that's important, as well as just be open to the kinds of more adventurous aspects of it. We go through a journey in a Yoga Nidra class, and there's some fantastical kind of elements to it, but what you're doing is you're walking inside of your psyche, and there's a lot of metaphors and a lot of just opportunities there for you. And so I invite you to participate fully with those, and just kind of see what your own inner world can show you. And I think that's how to get the most, really, from a class. I believe that's everything to convey. If there's something I've forgotten, I will, of course, mention it as the class starts, class 3. But otherwise, I hope you enjoy, and I hope that you really give yourself a chance to be with yourself. I think Yoga Nidra is one of the most amazing forms of self-love that there is. Making the time and the space and, you know, trusting your inner world to show you is incredible. So thank you for being here for this. I will see you in class 3.